Welcome to The Right Focus, a podcast for writers, newbies, and veterans, and everyone in between. We're hosted by M.A. Lee with the assistance of Remy Black and Edie Rooms, all from Writers Inc. Books. Our focus is productivity, process, craft, and tools. Each episode lasts as long as it takes to fix a quick dinner, drive a short commute, or take a brisk walk. Resources and links are in the show notes. Visit us at therightfocus.blogspot.com. Now, on to this week's episode. The Right Focus continues our series, Quick Tips for Writers. A blast from the past, excerpted from the Summer Challenge series in 2025. These posts distill over 10 years of published writing, with 60 plus novel-length titles under 3 pen names, and 30 years of writing knowledge. I hope you find a spot of wisdom in each of these quick tips for writers. Quick tip number 11, juggling projects. I cannot write 2 fiction projects at the same time. I've tried alternating days, having the week 3 days, then 3, and writing one project until I'm drained and then switching to the other, flipping back and forth. Those methods merely slow down my creative muse as if I'm confusing her. I likely confused her today. I can write fiction and nonfiction simultaneously. I can do the rough draft on one project while I edit and correct a second fiction project. These work processes use the creative, then the critical brain, easy enough to keep the muse away from editor. And I know that I need to take certain breaks from creative outpouring. Otherwise, I run ahead of the muse and run out of ideas and words. Slowdowns are necessary, therefore. Yesterday, I mulled over murder throughout the morning until I could seize the opportunity to pour out some writing for my current project. The murder is my next project, a short story. I did a little mulling and muddling, but I wasn't happy with anything that I worked out. When I realized that I had achieved my week's word count goal, I decided to use today as a pure creativity exercise. Last thing for last evening was looking over the ideas that I had generated and realizing those ideas just wouldn't work. I needed a different direction, totally different. Since the title didn't generate ideas on its own, I wrote a quick note to try a new direction. Start with names, I wrote. After today settled down, I fetched a clipboard and the ideas that I had, then stared into space. Ideas do come out of blankness. Don't fear the blankness. The first name that popped up was one that I didn't really like. I came up with many more, writing them on paper like a high school girl trying out variations of her name matched to her boyfriend's. None of the names fit, not really. I returned to the first name, twisted it a little, and suddenly I could see the character hiding in the shadows. Never settle. You know you found the right name or idea or motif or title when a scene develops. Story comes out of many things: an image, a name, a title, a motif, blankness. All of these will generate events. It's the writer who will shape the events into the story. I started writing, my character hiding in the shadows, fingers pressed to her mouth to keep from making any sound. When I finished, I had 1,300 words, an opening scene, the secrets that both dual protagonists were hiding, and the murder that would occur. I won't touch this project in the foreseeable future. My focus remains on my current project. Waiting won't kill this new story. I must stay focused until the primary project nears completion. Waiting will improve the next project and may spark ideas for the current project. Thanks for listening to The Right Focus, a podcast for writers at all levels, hosted by Emma Lee from Writers Inc. Books, assisted by Remy Black and Edie Runes. Our focus is productivity, process, craft, and tools. Music is licensed through Audio Jungle, called Background Music Loop. Its creator is Alexander Polishchuk, known on Audio Jungle as Plastic 3. The music comes in different iterations. Show notes and resource links for this and other episodes can be found at therightfocus.blogspot.com. Write to us at winkbooks@aol.com when you have questions, comments, and speculations. We will try to answer you as quickly as possible. By the way, we will not mind your email address. That's rude. If you find value in our content, share with your writing friends or write a review. We're small beans here without the advertising budget of the big peeps, and you can make a difference. And whatever occurs, write on.